Back again. That didn't take long. We're here watching WWE Monday Night Raw from June 23rd of 2014. Just got done uploading the video talking about the WWE Money in the Bank match going after that gold briefcase above the ring. Triple H came down to the ring in a much babyface NXT sort of way. Came down and announced the 6 names. He announced Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, RVD, and Bad News Barrett. One name that was very easily noticed that wasn't in there was Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, of course, having the battles against Seth Rollins, coming down there ever since the end of the Shield. We saw Seth take a chair and bash Roman Reigns with it, and then immediately after that hit the curb stomp on Dean Ambrose. So as he was sitting there in shock that he couldn't believe that his Shield brothers were beating up and fighting each other. We sat there and we watched a match between Seth Rollins and Rob Van Dam, another great affair. They keep on putting Seth Rollins in great matches out there against great people, pairing him up against Dolph Ziggler. We saw him in a series of matches, and now we see him go up there against Rob Van Dam, taking the shot at Rob, basically saying that, 2005 was calling, that basically, Rob Van Dam wasn't the same guy that he had been, I guess you could say 9 years ago. Good God, I cannot believe 2005 was that long ago. They wrestled around. At the end, we saw Dean Ambrose come down and attack Seth Rollins for probably like the 100th show in a row. I was really surprised that a one-on-one match wasn't named, but they're really making Seth look like he's pushed to the top of the roster, like he is one of the figurehead guys. I know that when the Shield was going strong, he was always, Roman Reigns is going to be the future. Dean Ambrose is always that guy who people know is going to become a star regardless of what they try to do with him. Seth Rollins was the guy who seemed like he was going to get lost in the shuffle. They got a lot of guys. They've had a lot of guys that do the things he does. He does set himself apart in the Shield matches. He was, by the end, the guy that I felt sorry for, that I wanted to give all my fandemonium behind, because I felt like he was the guy that might get lost. And here they are pushing him like he is the real deal. If only Cody Rhodes would have got this push coming out of WrestleMania 26 with the breakup of Legacy. Who knows where he would be today? But Seth Rollins, they've changed his look up. They put the new attire on him. Honestly, at first I was sort of shocked. I didn't know if they were trying to make him into a futuristic looking like Batman or Catman sort of deal. Going after, matches, dressed up like that. I know you didn't want to change the attire that drastic from the Shield, so it is a very good look. Maybe it is a good reason why he did wrestle in Shield attire, as this turn sort of seemed like it came out of the middle of nowhere. They did put some good looks on him. They didn't just put him out there in jean shorts and a t-shirt and said go out there and wrestle. Now if only they can get behind him and give him a t-shirt instead of wearing the old Evolution shirt with the Randy Orton's logo, Triple H's logo, and Batista's logo. We haven't really seen Randy Orton and Triple H together all that much as of late, and Batista's off making movies, and they split up when basically Batista hit the bricks to go out to Hollywood. So I guess they're using Seth trying to push this shirt and the Evolution name that they really haven't used in a couple weeks. But Dean Ambrose coming down saying that he was going to attack Seth Rollins during every show. He didn't care. He was at a show up in Boston, and he was going to beat the crap out of everybody and end the pay-per-view and disrupt it as much as he could. Seth Rollins went to Triple H, said that he can control Dean Ambrose. He controlled him for years in the Shield, and he'll make it his point of interest that he attacks and takes out Dean Ambrose to make sure that he's not going to be able to win that Money in the Bank briefcase. I think by a series of, sort of just, canceling each other out, Rollins and Ambrose. I know that last year we saw Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow wrestle each other coming out of their tag team. It was sort of hot, involving the Money in the Bank briefcase, putting it out there on the line. Hey, Zach, I've gotten better at saying that. You don't hear a lot of Money in the Bank a lot going on this year. I've been practicing. So I guess you can cross out Dean and Seth. That's going to leave you with Kofi, Jack, Dolph, Rob Van Dam, and Bad News Barrett. I'm going to go with the wet dream. I'm going to go back and try to set the time back to 2010. I'm going to pick Bad News Barrett as my ongoing favorite right now.